This is a general reading for Scorpio for the week of March 9th through the 15th. So Scorpio, if it's your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. If you like this video, thumbs up, that helps the channel, and comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And I did promise, because you were one of the signs that you were one of the videos that was the later ones to be posted, so I said that you would be the first of the videos for this week. So thank you for the support of the channel. I am going to be using the Rider deck, the tarot, for the Celtic Cross, and several of the new oracle cards that I have. Nina's here on the table, all wrapped up in a shawl. It's a little bit windy out, and so and we're right by a window, so there's a little draft. Milo is on his dog bed. I'm still feeding him by hand, little bites throughout the day. And as I said, you know, Milo was the last of the 6 dogs that I took to Portugal, and he wanted to come back to the States. And he's here. And, you know, he's old and he's not doing so well. So, you know, his days are numbered, so to speak. He's not comfortable, and you know, and I don't believe in extending his life for my sake. That would be selfish on my part. So right now he's sound asleep, and then he wanders, and when dogs wander, that also it can be an indication of pain. So I think he's uncomfortable right now. So you know, your prayers and light being sent to him would be greatly appreciated. Now, I'm still going to be working on getting licensed to work in that bookstore, doing readings there. If you didn't see my last video, I'm going to be on a regular schedule at a bookstore in the area doing readings. I have to get licensed by the city. So next week, or is it the week after, I have to go for, well, it's the week after. I have to go for some medical screenings, and I'll be in the area. So I'm going to turn in my application at that time. You have to get checked by, you know, like a security check, like fingerprinted and whatnot. That will take a couple of months. And then I will be posting with the link on my YouTube channel. For the readings, I'll be on a regular schedule, and you will, it's Pacific Standard Time, so I'll put the phone number. You can call in. You can look at my schedule on their webpage, and then you would, you know, you can call in with a phone reading, or if you're in the area, a face-to-face reading. They're very affordable, which is why one of the reasons I chose this venue, that their prices are about what my prices are for my if you were to book through me here on my YouTube channel. And so you would call and have a reading if that's something that you want, and that will be through the bookstore. I'll let you know when that occurs, and at that point I will not be offering any readings through my YouTube channel or private readings, because I want to be very transparent and not have any conflict of interest. It's very important for me to have high integrity. So that's the new thing that is going on. Plus, I'm going to put a video about. I'm spending a lot of time on medical appointments, because I now have access to a variety of medical providers, which I didn't have in Portugal. So some of the things that I was putting off, I'm now addressing. Plus, you know, continuing, I now have an oncologist that, you know, it took some time, because I thought I would just start my treatments right away here. And I'm very pleased with her approach. And so I think that it will be to my advantage for my health care there. Now, I'm going to see what we have coming up for you, Scorpio, this week. And I've shuffled the cards and cut the cards, and let's see what's coming up. There was challenges for all the signs this last week, so let's see what we have coming up now. And we have the Queen of Swords. Readings about that. Crossed over by the Queen of Wands. At the base of it is the Nine of Pentacles. So this looks like it could be a business, with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Could be like the Queen of Wands could be like an enterprise or something, and the Queen of Swords could be a boss, for example. And we'll see more what the other cards are around it. Behind you is the Tower. So whatever that was, remember the Tower was showing up in some of the other readings then. So the Tower is behind you. Rapid changes. What's on your mind is the this is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, that's on your mind. So I think that the Tower could have been related to money or to a job, and it's on your mind on how you're going to react to, adjust to the changes in your finances. Ahead of you, you have the Eight of Cups. Then we have the High Priestess. This is surrounding you and around your reading. The Seven of Swords, which could be related to the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles, and the final outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Well, that's good. That's very good. Two of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Seven of Swords, the King of Wands. The High Priestess, Temperance. The Eight of Wands, or the Eight of Cups, with the Nine of Swords. This is very possible. Going to the Tower. The Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Crowning you is the Knight of Cups. The Tower with the Emperor. Then at the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles. We've got lots of pentacles in this. There's a lot about money and an enterprise. Then we also have the Ace of Cups. So we have two aces crossed over by the Queen of Pentacles. So you also have a whole lot of, how many of the queens do you have? The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. And you also have you have the Knight of Cups. I think you might have had the King of Wands. I don't know if you did or not. I don't think so. Okay. So, you were and are this week in the middle of wrapping up a chapter, because you have the Tower that's behind you. You have the Nine of Swords that you're dealing with, and you have two aces. So you're going on to new beginnings. So this can be for you, Scorpio, like the end of a relationship, the end of a job, a redefining of what your work environment looks like. So it is a shift from one thing to another, because if a relationship ends or redefines, or housing redefines, or a job, there could be a loss of jobs, there could be a loss of bonuses, hours, etc. And that shift then requires an adjustment of what you're going to be doing in the future. And so you're in the shift right now. It's like, aha, I had the Tower behind me. And what I thought was going to be there next week, next month, etc., isn't. and I have, and there's adjustments that I need to make. And this is your period of adjustment as you make a decision or as you explore your options in the direction you want to go in the future. Because we have here the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands can be it could be a job, or it could be two people. The Queen of Swords I get in this situation can be a boss, someone who makes some decisions, very decisive, clear direction of what direction she wants to go. And the Queen of Wands could be you. It could be the energy around a job, and it's usually a good environment. But in this, it's some shift. So it could be like that the Queen of Swords is a boss, HR. It can be government. It can be decisions about your life. And then we have new beginnings, Ace of Cups, with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Cups can be a home, but it can also be new beginnings. And the Queen of Pentacles is new beginnings of money, new avenues of prosperity coming into you. And it could be that options that you had not considered. Again, it's a shift in exploring what is ahead of you. And there are cards that indicate that there is a shift, and you're looking at the past and the future, and what do you want to manifest. Because at the base of it is, you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So at the base of it is a lot of money from work. So, the 8 of Pentacles is hard work and diligence. You do the job, you know what it entails, and then you're compensated. And the 10 of Pentacles is good wages, good compensation, could be bonuses. It can be new enterprises, new jobs. Sometimes when we think of a disaster, of a shift, it's actually clearing the way for something that is much better. And sometimes it can be, for some people, as a job ends, that clears the way for new opportunities to come, which out of fear or maybe misdirected loyalty, that you stayed in one place. And because of the change, because of the Tower, it pushed you into a new direction. And that is where new opportunities can present themselves, maybe a job with more growth, more bonuses, some security, maybe there's a profit sharing or retirement plans, health insurance, chances for advancement. So it is that opportunity that is opening up that would not have been there if you had still been in that same situation. The same thing for relationships. Now, if a relationship ends, usually it's important to have a period of adjustment and going through the process of letting go. So I don't think it's related to relationships, but I think it can be in projects. It can be new business. It can be things that you had not considered, but it's going to, at the base of it is, it's going to work out to your advantage. It can be it could also be bonuses where you are, or a raise, or a new job. But I do think that there's like some dramatic change that occurred in the past that you had to shift gears. You had to look at new opportunities because it was the Tower and the Emperor, which is a decision made by someone in government, or it can represent government. And there was a decision, and that is as a result of that you had to realign or redefine the direction that you were going. Could be a decision that you're waiting for a government person to make. For example, separation of property in related to domestic matters, or inheritances, or anything legal that you're waiting for a decision from someone. Or it can represent decisions by the government which has affected your job. There's the supply chain is being interrupted because of what is going on globally. Even at the end of last year, they were cutting back on production or wages or bonuses because of anticipation of an increase in prices of the cost of supplies, and that could be based on decisions by the government, which is the tower of things rapidly changing that can affect you. Or in the U.S., for example, if you work someplace that is receives government funds, that's also could be affecting you, and it's a rapid change. Because what's on your mind is the Five of Pentacles, and I don't know where the 5 is on here, but you can tell by the people on there. And so, the Five of Pentacles, and it can be related to the Knight of Cups, which could be relationship. It could also be an enterprise. It can be moving forward. The Five of Pentacles is feeling a loss related to finances. Could be wages cut. This is on your mind right now, wages cut. Or maybe a loss of a job, or the difference between your job and inflation, or it's a feeling of lack, a feeling of struggle, because look at them, they are bandaged, wounded looking. But then the Knight of Cups is moving forward. It could also be, the Knight of Cups could be related to either home and money related to that, expenses, or it can be related to division of property, for example, and feeling a lack because the negotiation of money, of property, and that could be affecting you. Because what's ahead of you is the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So this can be very possible. The Nine of Swords is that tower moment, that you're still dealing with your feelings about that and looking for a deeper meaning. The Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups has the moon, which means that there's things hidden. Follow your intuition. You've got 2 intuition cards. You've got this, and you also have the High Priestess. So take a break. Look at the whole situation. And it's almost like the Hermit in that. Look at it from a distance to get a different perspective. Because the Eight of Cups is that, maybe you're unhappy with that job and you're looking at what was missing in that job. So maybe it's a blessing that now it's forcing you to look at something, a new opportunity. You do have 2 8s. You have the Eight of Pentacles and you have the Eight of Cups. But it could be that it pushed you to get out of that situation where you felt like something was missing. And now you're going to be creating what you want. Or you could be feeling that Eight of Cups where you are presently about the situation of the Nine of Swords. You could be experiencing some things of loss. You're going to take a chance of looking at the whole perspective because you're in search of the deeper meaning of what's really going on. So you can look at it as loss and strife. You could look at it that way, or you can look at it as an opportunity for growth and to learn something new. That spirit is saying, okay, we're pushing. It's okay. Like the baby robin in the nest, and it's happy, and the mama robin comes and feeds it, and it's all there in the nest and all warm, and then the mama robin says, okay, well, now we're going to push you out of the nest and you have to fly, and you have to build the strength in your wings and learn new things. Well, it's the same way with the tower. It's like the spirit is saying, okay, now you've had your little rest here. You may not have thought it was a rest, but now it's time to shift gears. And they keep saying the word shift gears the last couple of days. So it's like a shift to look at something new. And you're looking at what's going on right now in your life, looking at the meaning of it related to this past situation, which was your tower moment. Lost a job, unfair decisions, feelings of loss, whatever it is. And it's usually, it's fear-based because the two emotions are fear and love. Then around you, we have first the high priestess. Again, follow your intuition, and temperance. Have patience. Don't rush anything. So this is take your time, follow your intuition, have patience, because the universe will provide for you. It will come to you. So if things are going on, the temperance card is saying don't make any rash decisions, or it's just be prudent. So take your time. Look at what and the high priestess. Follow your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your higher guidance, and in due time things will come. It will start unfolding to you. I see almost like the wings of the angel and how they open up. It's like the unfolding to you, that you will then have clear vision of the direction that you're being led. But to look at the vision where you're being led, you have to be able to listen. And that's what that high priestess is. Listen and you'll be shown, and there'll be guidance. You will have the aha moments along the way of job opportunities or hearing something going on. You will have the opportunities. Because, well, here's your King of Wands. I was looking for that. And the Seven of Swords. The King of Wands could be that organization you work for, or the job, and the Seven of Swords, which is moving out of that situation. It's moving forward, taking along with you the lessons that you had learned, and being victorious over it. Related to the King of Wands, which can be an organization, a boss, or moving forward. Or it can be a relationship, and you're moving forward from that. Then we have here, you balancing what you're going to do and looking at your ships coming in. The Three of Wands is looking at the horizon, what directions you want to go. They're not moving to you, and you're not moving to them yet. And you're balancing, looking at what are your choices. What do these ships represent? You're looking at the three ships. You're looking at what they represent, and you're looking at them, balancing out the pros and cons of your choice. Which one do you want? And the final outcome is the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So clarity about prosperity. The Ace of Swords is cutting through the veil so that you can see the eventual outcome, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Prosperity will be ahead of you, and then we'll have clear information of the direction you go. That's the final outcome, because you're balancing, you're looking at what you want to create, what was missing as you move forward. And as you're moving forward, you're still having some feelings from what you're giving up from the past. You're going through a period of mourning. And, I get also, we talk about the 5 stages of grieving and leaving a job, or having a job ending, or having a relationship. And it can be, I get that, a couple of the stages are grief and anger. And I just picked up someone's anger. I don't know who this is, but this resonates with someone who's looking at this, that you feel a sense of betrayal because you were dedicated to whatever situation, whether it's work or a project, that you were very dedicated to that. You gave 110%, and you thought that you would be rewarded for your loyalty. And so there's some anger there, disappointment and anger for someone. Now you're going to be going through the stages back and forth, and eventually you will get to the point of acceptance. And after that, you will see that it's a blessing, because it opens up new opportunities for you that you never would have thought of. And that it will give you a sense of confidence, because you were comfortable with what you did with your work. But after a while, it wasn't a challenge anymore. And the new opportunities will be a challenge. You'll be learning new things, and there's more growth potential. Okay, now we're going to pull some oracle cards. Not as many as I pulled before. So the first oracle card I'm going to pull is the positivism, the law of positivism. And that is right here. Law of positivism, healing oracle. There. Okay. So let's see what first oracle card you have. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is it that we have here? Angels and archangels and spirit guides. For our Scorpio, thank you, thank you, thank you. And angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What is the card for our Scorpio? Let's make the 3 piles here. Okay. And this is the card right here. I hear, speak, and express my truth. I hear, speak, and express my truth. Remember, expressing your truth is expressing to others and expressing to yourself. Okay. The next oracle card we're going to pull is the wisdom of the oracle. We're going to pull 1 card here. And angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What is the oracle card for the wisdom of the oracle for our wonderful Scorpio? Okay. And the card is Yin, which is the, is this number 1? No, number 2. This is the feminine of the creation. It's creating what you want. Creating what you want, the yin. So it's perfect because you have the 2 aces. This is the time of deciding what you want to manifest. Put that card right there. Then we're going to pull the career and life oracle. There. The card is cutting ties. You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. This is about your new beginnings. Okay. And then ask your guides. This book right here. I'm going to pull 1 card. Angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What is the message from your guides? What you have for our Scorpio? Thank you. Okay. The card is perseverance. Joy guides, perseverance. Now, isn't that? And that is number 39, which works out to a 3. Study, practice, reevaluation, review. Your joy guides ask you not to give up, even if you don't yet see results from your efforts. You're here to learn to successfully create the life you want. Go slow and don't judge yourself. Some things take more time and effort than you originally imagined. You may make some mistakes as well. It is all part of the creative learning experience. Successes will eventually come if you keep at it. Study your situation with curiosity and consideration. Question why one choice worked when another did not. Be attentive and thorough in your observations. And your joy guide's message to you is don't give up. Don't give up. Okay? And the last card we're going to pull is your Louise Hay affirmation card. And what card do we have for our Scorpio for this week? Thank you. And the card is, I am totally adequate for all situations. I'm totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. There you go, as you're in your transition period. Okay, thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And Nina and I are sending you light and love from Las Vegas.